back in the Olympic Zone where everybody every 4 years is tempted to take up biathlon. Great to have you back with us tonight, though America's high hopes have been a little bit dashed. Huh?
Yeah, you're right. On the ice, on the snow, 3 medal contenders stumble in 3 different events. The tough day for Team USA.
Yeah, so much hope, so much promise, and nothing delivered. What went wrong, what went right? That's coming up next.
Skier, let's start with Makayla Schifrin, competing in her best event, women's slalom, already took gold in the giant slalom, favored to earn her second gold here, but was not to be. Had just the slightest glitch in her run, but that's all it takes in these events. Ended up putting her in 4th place, and that, of course, bumped her off the medal stand. She had famously said she had dreams of winning 5 golds in South Korea. She now, though, only committed actually to 1 more event because of the weather delays that backed all of the alpine events together. So best case scenario now, she could take home 2.
And there was more frustration for Lindsay Jacobellis. Yeah, I know, so tough. And then, of course, the snowboard cross event we're talking about here. She's never won the gold. Yesterday, she got pushed to the side during the race, left without a drafting partner, so she couldn't make up the time and finished 4th, less than a second behind the bronze medalist. Jacobellis is keeping things in perspective, though saying that she's glad to still be competing and giving back to her sport.
That is the craziest event, snowboard cross.
And she had a lead about 3/4 through it. Well, how about some good news? Men's hockey, U.S. men looking to rebound from their disappointing loss to Slovenia. Ryan Donato today was the difference. He had 2 goals in a 2-1 win over Slovakia.
Well, the biggest stunner, though, came in men's figure skating. Let's bring in gold medalist Merrill Davis into the conversation. Merrill, this has been really tough. I think we were all hoping that he could maybe have a bounce back after struggling in the team event and then struggled again in the short program last night. It was really tough to watch.
That's right. Nathan Chen definitely had a tough first Olympic outing in the team event. He competed in only the short program portion of the team event for Team USA. Adam Rippin, of course, doing the long program. And so I think, of course, like you said, a lot of us were hoping he would be able to rebound, sort of hit the reset button before getting back out there for the short program in the individual event. It was a very similar outing, unfortunately. A rough go on quite a few of his elements, and he lost a lot of points, ending up in a very disappointing 17th place after the short program.
Can a skater break at the age of 18 mentally if something like that happens?
You know, I think that being 18 years old on the world's largest stage, not only, of course, being there like so many other athletes, but being one of the favorites for gold is a crazy amount of pressure. You know, and he has gone undefeated up until this point all season. So every competition he's entered this season, he has won against not just other Americans, but some of the top men in the world. And I think that just the weight of being a favorite for Olympic gold is a lot to handle, and I think that that's what we're seeing out on the ice.
It really is. Well, at this point, Chen faces long odds to win a medal of any kind. It's a stunning turn of events, given everything in his life seemed to be leading up to this very moment.
This is a big moment for Nathan.
5 quads, incredible.
Bow down to Nathan Chen.
The long program is 4 minutes 40. The short program is 2 minutes 50. Everything throughout my life kind of gets compacted into those 7 minutes. There's never really been one defining moment that I realized that I was in love with skating.
Nathan Chen, at 10 years old, the youngest skater at the U.S. Championships.
Which Olympics are we going to see you in?
2018, I think.
Okay, we'll look forward to it.
Thanks.
But I do know that every time that I'm away from the ice, I kind of wish that I was at the ice.
His early training helped him understand that he could do anything. Lucky us, for everybody who's going to watch this unfold.
So much easier to sneak up on somebody than it is to be the favorite and try to live up to expectations, I think, sometimes. Yeah,
and that video was amazing. He's
I know.
Kid. Oh my goodness.
If you were coaching him, what would you do with him? What would you take him at this moment? I mean,
That's a great question.
Mentally, I would think would be the first place, obviously, because physically he's a gem.
You know, I heard him say in an interview after his program last night that he needs to talk to his team. And I think while a team of coaches and supporters is so crucial for any athlete, when you get to the Olympic Games, you know what to do. I mean, as I said, he's been undefeated all season. There's no question that Nathan Chen knows what he needs to do to make it happen. And I think just trusting in yourself when you get to this point as an athlete is the most important thing.
It's another reminder that the Olympics are just a different ball of wax.
Different
right?
level altogether.
But as Nathan was struggling, the other Americans have really left their mark. And I want to talk a little bit about a guy who I talk about sneaking up on people a little bit. Nobody was really talking about what Vincent Zhou was going to be able to do.
That's right. Well, Vincent, I think, you know, Adam Rippin has certainly taken center stage, not just in the figure skating, but with the U.S. team. But here we see Vincent Zhou. He landed right here. You'll see the first quad Lutz ever completed at the Olympic Games. Tremendous feat. It's a testament to just how the men's event has evolved and changed. Here's a triple axel, beautifully done. The men's event has changed dramatically in the last 4 years, but to be the first to land that jump in Olympic competition is, it'll be in the history books forever.
Yeah, that's great.
And you mentioned Adam Rippin. I mean, he waited a long time to make it to the Olympics, and he's making the most out of it, obviously.
He is. You know, Adam has been a dear friend of mine for many years. I mean, I think probably everyone in the skating world would say that. Adam is, you know, my best friend. Adam is a dear friend of mine because he makes everyone feel that way. But he has a heart of gold. He is one of the most incredible human beings I've ever met. And so to see him not only skate amazingly well, which he is, but to just see him shine as a person, which I think is really what's allowed him to take center stage. He did an interview last night saying, you know I'm not the best, but I'm the most fun.
He's got personality, like you can see it.
Yeah. He is. He's the most fun, and Adam is truly a talent on the ice, but his personality is really shining through.
Well, let's turn to the event that you know oh so well, the ice dancers waiting their turn on the ice. Alex Shibatani, here he is talking about what competing in the team event has done for him and his sister.
We feel lifted from the experience, and having had the experience of competing on the ice and competing well, we're able to make really strong adjustments that we know will positively impact our performances going into next week. So it is an advantage, and we feel really good about where we're at.
So do they share that pressure, unlike Nathan Chen, when you have two?
Well, why don't you ask me why I became an ice dancer?
Hold on. I want to ask, why did you become an ice dancer?
Being out there by yourself is terrifying. I mean, I started out as a single skater. I competed in singles until I was about 16 years old. And when I got used to being out there and sharing the pressure, like you said, with another person, I didn't want to go back to competing by myself. It's much scarier when you're the only person out there.
That's it. And when did you know you had to have somebody else?
Well, since you asked, there was.
I'm gonna do about 45 minutes here. We're on the couch. Yeah.
But yes, I had a very rough competition where I fell on pretty much every single jump I attempted, and after that competition, it was clear to me that I was enjoying it more when I was skating with Charlie, and that is by no means saying that is the right path for Nathan Chen. Nathan Chen, you know, despite these less than stellar showings, I mean, he is one of the best men's figure skaters, not just right now, but of all time. And so I have no doubt he'll be able to turn this around, unlike me.
That is an amazingly candid insight. Yeah. That's really great.
We're going to have more skating therapy with Meryl Davis coming up.
We have a nice couch to lay on.
That's why we're here.
We appreciate you being here and for your insight, Meryl. Thank you.
That's something. Well, up next, Erin Jackson making some history and in a hurry. Had to make a major change to chase her Olympic dreams, and we've got her inspiring story. We'll continue on the Ozone.
What you're making is perfect.
A smoothie?
No, progress. And it's everywhere. Painted in the streets.
It's a bike lane.
Progress. Counting steps is a thing. We stand at our desks now. More progress. He just yoga, and you know how he feels?
Sore?
Perfect. That's how. There is silk in the cereal. There's salad in the children.
You like it?
Someone's reusing a bag. That's right. Up front, like a hood ornament. We're making progress, and progress is perfection. Look, it says so right there.
We're back with a look at the latest medal count. Norway is on top with 19 medals overall. Germany is stuck in second place with 15. The Netherlands and our friends in Canada are now tied for third. And as we've been talking about, the United States didn't add any medals overnight. They still have 8.
Hey, Sweden. Denmark, Finland. You just going to let Norway do that to you? What's going on here?
All right, well, at first,
Calling
she
him out.
called herself Bambi on ice, but now she's going for a medal in South Korea.
Yeah, Erin Jackson's transition from inline skating to ice skating happened at lightning speed.
NBC's Natalie Morales looks at what it took to cross over and make history.
Jackson's still improving. I think she's getting better every single race.
42 days ago,
Jackson edging ahead to win the pair and guaranteeing a spot on the U.S. Olympic 500-meter team.
102 days after she committed to the ice full time,
History made here in Milwaukee tonight.
her rise meteoric in a sport that often takes years to perfect. It took Erin Jackson just 4 months to slide into her spot. The first black woman to make the U.S. long track speed skating team. At nearly 36 miles per hour, the 1 1/4 lap race takes less than 40 seconds. Her race and journey so fast, Jackson questioned whether she belonged.
I had a whole lot of emotions going on when I realized I had made the team. Some good, some bad.
Why bad?
It was just kind of a weird feeling like, did I deserve this?
Her first steps on the ice less than 2 years ago were tentative, what she calls her Bambi moment. More comfortable on wheels than blades, Jackson is a rock star in the inline skating community. With 11 world medals, 47 national championships.
Being an inline skater for 15 years, it's all muscle memory when I get out there to race. But coming to ice, I want to race without thinking about anything, but I'm not at that point yet.
Jackson says she's always dreamed of being an Olympian. Since inline skating isn't an Olympic sport, she had to make the switch. As for her success so far, her coach credits Erin's feisty demeanor and a strong fire within.
She's been like a sponge, just soaking it up. Every weekend, she was just making technical and physiological improvements.
Her goal in Pyeongchang, not necessarily the podium, but a personal best.
Coming into this season, I wasn't expecting to make the Olympic team. I was going for the next Olympics anyway. So that's still the plan, to stick around for the next one.
And her race will take place Sunday, women's 500 meters. Look forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how far would you go for a great cup of coffee? Would you go all the way to South Korea? Up next, the country's love affair with coffee, and you'll meet the man known as the king of coffee there when we continue. Well, if you think Americans love their coffee, wait until we show you how South Koreans have fallen madly in love with their daily jolt of Java.
Yeah. Can a cup of coffee really change your life? NBC's Willie Geist takes a barista who's become famous for brewing up some of the world's best coffee.
Koreans have gone crazy for coffee. In fact, over the last few years, they've consumed more coffee than kimchi. The drink's soaring popularity is on display here, where 300 coffee shops now line the picturesque coast. The pioneer of Korea's coffee boom is 68-year-old artisan Lee Chu Park.
There he is. Let's go meet him.
Owner of Bohemian Roasters.
안녕하세요.
With the help of a translator, we spoke with Park and watched a master at work.
Do they do this for every cup of coffee, this hand pour?
Absolutely. Park approaches his craft with precision. Every cup a work of art.
Wow. That's a commitment to details that we've lost in our culture.
In a world of fast coffee, Park takes his time, using the same method he learned 30 years ago.
There were no coffee machines back then, so I had to learn to do it all by hand.
Customers can't get enough.
Oh, it's one of the best coffee I ever had.
Visitors come for a sip and a selfie with the king of coffee.
How do you feel now about being a coffee celebrity?
It's weird, but I'm not famous. My coffee is famous. People come from around the world to drink my coffee.
Cafe manager Kwang Woo Hwang said his first taste of Park's coffee was transformative.
I want to keep this feeling forever until I die.
After hearing that, I had to taste for myself.
Batisoyo.
Thank you.
Wait, you speak English now? 감사합니다.
One of the things that we were shocked about when we got to South Korea was to find out you expect maybe a tea culture to be there, right? More Starbucks than any city in the world.
That's incredible.
It's crazy. Yeah, they love it.
All right, don't forget, still ahead, our good buddies in Chesterfield Township cook up a colorful fish dish with a kick. Believe me, this is 5-alarm hot sauce. More fun in the kitchen coming up.
When it comes to cooking, you've heard the saying that presentation is everything. Well, that is definitely one big part of today's soul food lesson.
Yeah, Bernie's about to show us another beautiful dish.
Yeah, it looked great, and I also learned when a South Korean cook tells you that it's hot, it's hot. Believe them.
Believe it.
Welcome back. We are again in Chesterfield Township at this beautiful home. Son and Barbara, and this is called.
This
Where are you going? Where are you going? This is your big moment. What's it called?
Cod fish, yes.
Cod, C-O-D.
Yes, very simple.
Even I got that. And so this is
prepared two different ways to make it look colorful and pretty on presentation. So these are dipped and fried with egg whites.
Right.
These are made dipped and fried with the egg yolk.
Oh.
And then there's just a little garnish to make it look pretty. You have a little bit of crab meat and just some chives and green onions on there.
And does it take a long time? Because most Korean dishes take a long time to prepare.
Yes, very labor intensive. Yes.
But they are different tastes.
Right, and this is sort of the breading of the cod is what we're talking about.
Yes.
Which is interesting because this is the yolk part and this is the whites of the eggs.
Yes.
So it's very, and the green is just a little decoration on there. And this is the crab, right?
Yes.
See, I was listening.
See, it's pretty.
So now I'm going to try, you've told me that this is hot sauce here, right?
Yes, this is gochujang. It's red pepper paste.
Okay.
Very spicy.
This is not how you do it, I know, but we'll try. Is it too much? Too much?
We'll see.
Too much? Too much?
We'll see if you start sweating. You need some water?
You need the water.
I don't need water, I need EMS.
EMS.
Wow, I'm going to tell you, that is hot. Let me just try it without it.
We told you it's hot.
Well, I know, but I don't always listen. You know that.
Okay, now you got the yolk. Now try.
Yeah, now try. Yes.
They're very.
We're out of time.
Different.
Oh, yeah. Maybe on our next show.
Okay.
Doggy bag.
Barbara, thank you. She left. Son, I'm taking Son home with me.
Oh, okay.
Son, you're going to love her. I'm telling you.
Make sure you bring the paycheck home.
Got to bring the paycheck home. This is the 40th reference to a paycheck since I walked in.
She's serious about that.
She was a hoot.
But it looked like one of those things where even though it was really hot, you just find yourself, you keep eating it, no matter how hot it gets.
Well, for the camera show.
Oh, okay, you were okay though.
Yeah.
You're fine.
We had to drain it down a little.
I was impressed with your chopstick skills.
You mean the stab of it and pick up?
Stab approach.
Yeah.
That's
very utilitarian.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, still ahead, the return of a superstar on the ski slopes. We'll get you ready for tonight's biggest Olympic events next.
Now, let's get a look at the temperature for the Pyeongchang area.
The current temperature in Pyeongchang is brought to you by the Nest Learning Thermostat.
Because everyone likes easy.
Sure do.
Because everyone is on the go. Because we all like to save energy, but sometimes we slip up.
Reaching up.
Because sometimes we want it cool at night, then toasty in the mornings. Introducing the easy-to-use, energy-saving, adjustable from everywhere, easy on the wallet and the eyes, Nest Thermostat E. E is for everyone.
Hello, everyone. Mike Tirico here at the International Broadcast Center. Coming up tonight in primetime, alpine skiing. Lindsey Vonn scheduled to make her Pyeongchang debut as she races in the women's Super G. Vonn took bronze in this event 8 years ago in Vancouver. In figure skating, it's the men's free skate, where Japan's Yuzuru Hanyu tries to become the first men's skater to defend his Olympic title in 66 years. Plus, women's skeleton at the Olympic Sliding Center and the high-flying women's aerials final in freestyle skiing at Phoenix Snow Park. A lot ahead. We'll see you in prime time tonight.
Yeah, aerials. That's another thing that's insane. Yeah. Every event's crazy.
know.
NBC's got 4 hours of live primetime Olympic coverage coming up before we come back with Local 4 News. We expect that'll be midnight-ish.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Something like that.
The Olympic Zone returns tomorrow at 7:30. Until then, have a great night, everybody.
A whole other week of food with you, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, and quickly, I'll announce next Friday night on the Olympic Zone, Son and Barb are coming in.
That's going to be
This is going to be live, I'm telling you. Hollywood, watch.
That's great.
We'll be on it. Have a great evening. See you later.